ESPN's coverage of the NASCAR Nationwide Series on ABC. Brought to you by Verizon Wireless. Get your head in the game right on your phone with sports clips, scores, stats, news, and more. Only on VCast from America's most entertaining network, Verizon Wireless.
Just 10 laps away from the halfway mark here at New Hampshire International Speedway. Stop number 16 on the Nationwide Series scheduled for 2009. Take a look at this battle going on the track. That is Kevin Harvick in the 33, Scott Speed in the 99, and they're duking it out for fifth.
Yeah, Kevin Harvick looked in his mirror and he saw some other cars coming. Brad Keselowski and Jason Leffler were catching him, and I think he's going to put a little more pressure on Speed, try to get by.
Brian Keselowski, Brad's brother, slow on the track. No yellow as of yet.
Water's up to like 260.
That's not good.
No, that's on the upper side. You can run with 260 degrees of water, but that's on the upper side of the limit.
Yeah, sounds like
he
motor's
came by
down,
here
buddy.
this morning, or just a minute ago. It didn't sound very good right there.
So that's not a problem. That's a symptom of another problem.
He's in 32nd, several laps down. While all that was going on, nothing changed here as far as Scott Speed's concerned. He's still in front of Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, Harvick's been trying for like 25 laps to get around him. He just can't seem to make the pass. He can get up beside Scott Speed, but Scott carries a lot of speed through the center and then off the corner.
But you do see these other cars. You see Keselowski coming right there in his mirror, in Harvick's mirror, and that's why he's putting a little more pressure on Speed to try to get by, because if he could get by the 99, get a little more air on the nose, he might be able to drive away.
Yeah, and he's also losing touch with those guys in front, the first four up there. So he doesn't want to do that in case this continues green and they have to make a green flag pit stop.
And speaking of those first four, it is still Carl Edwards and then Joey Logano, Ryan Vickers, Kyle Busch, and there goes Kevin Harvick.
So he got a good one here. Yeah, he clears the 99.
Yeah, that's a veteran driver right there. He's tried a number of times to make that pass, but he saw what he was going to have to do, and you can see Kevin really gas it in the center of the corner there and just kind of put, you talk about that slide job, you can do it going in and coming off the corner too. That's basically what Kevin did.
Well, of course, as you look at the 99 of Scott Speed, he came over from the Formula One ranks, and Michael Waltrip, of course, being a good old Southern boy, you got to talk about communication every now and then.
You learn so much when you're out on the track. It's good to hear questions. You know, Scott always has good questions to ask, like, what can I expect this track to do? What is some of the keys to the way you get in the corner here or you get off a corner there? So he's just tuned into what he's doing, and his questions are very, very precise.
And what's also interesting is that Michael has brought over some of that engineering talent from Formula One and hired them on and both the Cup program, and they've seen big improvements.
Yeah, Michael's done an amazing job with his race team, and these are just the kind of things that he continues to do to help the team. And it's nice to see Scott Speed going and asking questions like that, you know, not coming in here thinking that he knows everything. He's asking questions about what to expect, and then he goes in and does a great job in the car. Been pretty impressive in the Nationwide Series this year at a lot of the places he hasn't seen before driving this race car.
That 01, whoa, he got a little sideways there. That 01 he's trying to get around is Danny O'Quinn, who is lap traffic. And the 88 of Brad Keselowski is right on the 99's back bumper, as there goes Jason Leffler also around the 01.
Well, that 88 and 38 have been pretty much hung together all day. They've been racing kind of about that far apart. Sometimes Jason Leffler will get up there and try to take the spot away, but Keselowski's been able to stay in front most of the time.
It's been about all year that you've seen those two cars running together, and they are together in the points. You see them running in the way they run right now. They're fourth and third in the points, so they've been together all year long, it seems like.
Yeah, two solid race teams and good race drivers.
Well, as you go on board with Brad Keselowski, he's had 4 straight top 3 finishes. You heard Vince Welch talking earlier about that's not good enough if they want to get back into the championship. They know they've got to win races.
Yeah, and they've been talking a lot about Brad Keselowski's future too as to what he's going to do, but he's really focused on trying to win this championship right now.
2 laps away from halfway, and let's take you back a moment ago when our race leader Carl Edwards was trying to get around Jason Keller.
See, the leader, he gets a little frustrated sometimes when you're trying to race these guys and put them down a lap, but these guys that are trying to stay on the lead lap, they've got to do all they can, and you see these two racing extremely hard down in the corner. Carl needs just a little bit more room there.
And that's a veteran driver, and Jason Keller also knowing that if he can get down there that it might slow Carl down just a little bit. He didn't want to give up any quicker than what he had to.
Yeah, and you can see some damage on the left side of the 27, and that could have very easily have cut a tire for Carl. So when you're in a championship chase, there it
definitely.
is.
You see some damage, a lot of damage to that left rear quarter pound where it's pulled away. That could have actually hurt the tire or something on the 60 car. There goes Kyle Busch around Keller.
Jason right now is the first car one lap down. He's in 20th position. Here we come to the halfway mark. So one more lap. This race will be technically official. Now, leader at halfway has not won the last 8 Nationwide Series races, but Edwards has won 5 times when leading at halfway, most recently Memphis last October. So
well, the one thing in his favor is he did not lead lap 3. And that was the other graphic we showed. No lap leader of lap 3 has ever won a race, but I don't think that's going to get in the way of Carl Edwards today.
Dave Burns, you've got more on Carl Edwards.
Oh, you guys are all over the place, though. So he didn't lead lap 3. He did lead it halfway. He's won this race before. Andy, I thought you said he wouldn't win today. I can't figure out where you guys are laying on this. Which side of the fence?
I think he needs to look in his mirror. That 20 car has been coming a little bit at a time.
He's got some competition today, that's for sure. And he wanted his crew to make sure and have the spotter check out the right side of that car as he now works under another car he's trying to put down, Scott Lagacy. They said no damage on the right front, but you may have just a little bit on the right rear. They've been keeping their eye on that, but so far no tire smoke or anything for the leader.
Well, and take a look at the right front. It looks like it's got a ding in it. There's a tire mark from the contact earlier with Jason Keller on the right rear.
Yeah, and you can see, you remember Rusty talking earlier about when these guys really needed to make a pass, they'd be down there on that yellow line, and you could see Carl Edwards doing that down in turn 1.
Yeah, that definitely hurt the 60 because he's lost a little speed since that contact. And you see the 20 and Brian Vickers now moving in on the leader.
All right, let's go back and take another look at what happened with Carl. This is a different view.
You can see he was trying to get down in the corner and get around Scott Lagacy, trying to keep the speed up, but you can see he got the right front corner in the left rear just a little bit.
Yeah, you can see a little damage from that contact. So he's got that and the damage from Keller when they bang wheels.
Left side of the car looks great, though. All right, it's Edwards leading by just 0.3 of a second over Joey Logano, Brian Vickers, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick. That's your top 5 after 103 laps. Stay with us.
And welcome back to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We are under caution right now. It's time for the Toyota triple pits. Brian Vickers in the 32 wants a track bar adjustment and 4 tires, so the car is pretty good. Vince?
Kyle Busch in the 18. It's still a little bit too tight. He says keep freeing it up and also grab some fenders if you can. A little bit of damage on the left front and the right front. They're going 1 round down on the rear jack bolt. Dave.
Tire carrier Michael Riggs had to fix the left fronter there. He's tugging on it there. Also the right fender as well, in addition to 4 tires and fuel. Shannon?
Joey Logano was a little bit too free on the start of the race, but he tightened up. They went back on that track bar adjustment, 4 tires.
Take a look at the race off pit road. Jason Leffler +6 as he moves into the second spot right behind Logano.
Carl Edwards loses 7 spots.
Yeah, we got to check into that. Let's check and show you why we're under caution. We'll update you on both those stories when we come back. But watch Bobby Hamilton Jr., former winner here at New Hampshire in the 81, gets a little help from Brad Keselowski, and wow, Leffler and Bliss just get by.